Mpasua Msonobari TV, pale ambapo habari hukutana na wataalamu. Fresh details emerge on how Mariam and baby Amanda succumbed, embracing each other tightly at the backseat in deep waters. As Kenyans and the world at large continue to mourn and celebrate the departed souls and angels, Mariam Kigenda and baby Amanda, fresh details have emerged about how they died. Mariam, as her dear sisters called her, and her daughter Amanda Mudeu died alone in the deep waters of Indian Ocean, far away from people that loved them and near deadly sea creatures. To say the least, this was the most painful death. The 35-year-old mother and her beloved 4-year princess drowned on Sunday evening, September 29, and it took rescuers from all walks of life 13 days to retrieve the wreckage of their 5-seater Toyota Isis car from the seabed, close to 60 meters down. It was a normal weekend for Mama Alvin, as Honorable Sheila Karembo and a clique of her close friends and buddies were fond of calling her. She went to their farm in Msambweni, Kwale, to check on the farm activities. On the fateful Sunday, she, alongside the daughter, were on their way back to Mombasa Island from the mainland. She really loved her daughter Amanda, since she was an answered prayer after she so long and longingly prayed for a daughter. No wonder she would make endless trips with her to different destinations. Some minutes past 6 p.m., she called her husband John Wambua and informed John Wambua that they were now at the Likoni ferry, ready to cross. John Wambua never knew that, sadly, that would be the last time she would ever talk to her dear wife of 13 years. He would later hear about the news on Twitter as breaking news and later learn from the concerned authorities about the identity of the wife's car. Or should I say their car? Families with their properties and how they refer to them is a story for another day. A confused and distressed Wambua, whose name means someone who was born during the rainy season, was indeed right inside a heavy downpour of grief and agony. He found himself at the nearest police station, barefooted, follow up on the case, and the rest, as they say, is history. Right inside that history are now revealed chronological events of what really happened, thanks to the CCTV footage which depicted the moment that the car slid from the prow of the MV Harambee ferry and plunged into the ocean at 6:13 p.m. on the chilly Sunday evening of September 29. As the car slid, the footage shows the hindlights flickering to indicate danger. Baby Amanda, the apple of the eye of Mariam, can be seen playing on her mother's laps on the driver's seat. Parents, how safe do you think it is driving with your hands? The people in the ferry are seen shouting and each giving 1,001,001 verbal suggestions of what should be done, with no one actualizing that which should be done into deeds. In the meantime, the Mariam Toyota car appears to have been flung and thrown backward by some violent motion. It suddenly jerked backwards and capsized over into the waters, as it was the last on the prow of the ferry. Mariam Kigenda could have been very happy as she managed to be the last car into the ferry before all the other cars were locked out for the next trip. However, her happiness turned to be her eternal sadness and regret that she will never share with anyone. God rest her soul in eternal peace. But what caused the car to suddenly jerk backwards? Could it be that the engine of the car was still on and that baby Amanda, who was on her laps, could have accidentally engaged the reverse gear? Did Mariam do it accidentally? What really happened? Well, while the government has started an investigation on this, only God knows what really happened. As the car capsized into the deep waters of the ocean, the Indian Ocean, it stayed afloat for approximately 20 minutes. So they say, with no help forthcoming to save these beautiful souls. In the meantime, back at home, John Wambua must have been excited that the beloved wife Mariam and little princess Amanda were coming home for them to enjoy a sumptuous dinner together. This never came to be and never will. God bless the man who took the initiative to attempt to go and save Mariam Kigenda and baby Amanda by diving into the waters, but all in all was not able to go far due to the strong currents of the ocean. In my view, these are the people that should be celebrated and given accolades. As Eliud Kipchoge says, no human is limited. As soon as the car finally disappeared into the deep ocean world, reliable sources indicate that in the heat of the moment, as the heavy car wrestled with the strong ocean waters, Mariam and the daughter could have desperately moved to the back seat to try to break through the back window as the car continued to sink headlong. The two warriors, mother and daughter, must have fought and fought and fought for their dear lives in vain. When it was clear to them that they were overpowered by the raging strong waters of the ocean, the mother instincts in Mariam made her to embrace the daughter as a last attempt to protect her. The baby girl that Mariam really longed and loved to have, and who finally came and made her to feel complete, is the very one that she breathed her last breath with, hugging her and protecting her. Kigenda and Mudeu died in that tight embrace on the back seat of the car after 13 days, while the two were hugging each other in the deep waters. On the Earth's surface, numerous futile trials to recover them were being initiated, meddled by blame games and different conspiracy theories. The Kenya government, the distraught John Wambua family, multifaceted rescue teams, and Mombasa residents finally sighed a collective relief when the car was pulled out of the water on Friday, October 11, 2019 at 4:25 p.m. East African time. They were found in that tight embrace, and it really took the concerned authorities time to separate them. The two, mother and daughter, lived loving and embracing each other in life. They died loving and embracing each other in death. They were then put in body bags and finally taken to Jocham Hospital Mortuary in Mombasa, pending further funeral arrangements. The two were found to be in a fairly decomposing state, but identifiable. Even though the devastated John Wambua's sadness continued to cloud and crowd in his mind, soul, and spirit, he was relieved that finally he will give the wife and daughter the send-off that they deserve. When asked how he felt, he only commented, "I am thankful that this operation has finally come to an end. It comes as a great relief." John Wambua, wipe away your tears, and hugs may not ease the pain, but hold on all the joyous memories that you had with the two rested angels, Mariam Kigenda and Amanda Mudeu. And let those memories give you the consolation that you need as you seek the Lord to be your greatest comforter.
Mpasua Msonobari TV, pale ambapo habari hukutana na wataalamu.